So today we're going to do basic configurations, and I'm going to show you how you can build this just basic setup, 6 PCs, 2 switches, and one router. We'll look at what cables used to connect to the switches and the switches to the router. So first we want to go and get our end devices, set up these PCs, and then we want to go get our switches. And so we're going to use a copper straight through cable for the PCs, and it's going to use fast Ethernet. And if you wanted to connect the two switches together, you would use a crossover, copper crossover. And at the moment, you see the connections from the PC to the switches as orange. As you can see in the left side, it's switching back to green. That usually happens because it just takes a little time to register. And in the meantime, we'll get the router going. And again, connection speed is Giga Ethernet. So at the moment, we see that from PC to switches, it's green. From switches to router, it is red. So we're gonna have to go into the router and configure it. Configure it. Command line interface. Do we want to enter the initial configuration dialog? No. Perfect. We want to click enable. We want to go into the privilege mode. Okay. Now we're in the global configuration mode, and we want to look at the physical configurations we got. So we're going to want to change Gigabyte Ethernet. So we're going to do some configurations to it. We're going to give it an IP address, and we're going to give it the subnet mask. Same thing for Giga Ethernet 0/1. So we're going to say /0, and we're going to give it IP address 192.168.1.1 class C. And then we're going to say no shutdown. And then we're going to go back into a different mode. So we configured the left side, as you can see, partly a little bit in the screen, that it's orange to green. It's going to change soon. And we went back into privilege mode, and we're going to try to do this same thing and change it for Gigabyte Ethernet 0 G0/1. Oh, my fault. Interface 0/1, and then we're going to give it an IP address. So on the left side, we gave it 192.168 dot 1.1. And since these are on two opposite sides, we're gonna have to give it a different IP address. But we can, since there's so many, we can give different variations. So we're gonna give it IP address 192.168.2.1 and the same class C, no shutdown, and we put exit. Okay. As you can see, left side is green, right side is still orange. We're gonna wait a little bit for that. Now we need to work on the IP addresses for them. So what we're gonna do is give it two ways you can do it. You can go to configure it fast Ethernet, or you can go to desktop to this. So what we're gonna do is go 192. Actually, let's start left to right. 192.168.2.11, and IP default gateway is basically going to be all this. So since we gave the right side of the Giga Ethernet IP address 192.168.2.1, that's what the default gateway is going to be. And we're going to do the same thing for all these. So let me go ahead and do same. Same thing for this one. We'll give it dot 1.1. We'll do the same thing for all these. We're gonna do 192.168.1.14, 192, and then let's do something like this. 168.1.15, and then we'll set it up 192.168.1. Okay, so now what we want to do is we want to simulate something. All right, so we're going to add PC12 to PC15, and we're going to play and see what happens. As we can see, it's traveling on the network and it is going back. It's traveling on the network and it is going to went to its correct destination. Mm, let's see if it shows more. Constant delay. Let's play it again. Let's try a different one. From PC 16, see the PC 13, and then let's play it. All right, it's traveling on the network. It's going, it's going, it's going. And it gets to its destination. So this was just a little bit about how these processes work, how they travel, different basic connections. As you can see, success for the first one. Currently waiting the process of the second one, and we should be able to see that it's been received.